Hi everyone, welcome and thank you for being here. My name is Harun Abbas. I am one of three co-founders of ClausePilot. Right next to me are Mohammad Rushan Idris and Mohammad Wakas, and together we are going to walk you through every single step of our startup pitch today. So first of all, what is ClausePilot? It is an AI-powered legal contract management platform built from the ground up for lawyers and law firms. Over the next 25 to 30 minutes, you are going to see the full picture, the customer, the problem, the product, and the economics and the roadmap we have built specifically on the MIT entrepreneurship programs. So first, let me quote you a quote. It's from Bill Olet from MIT. He said, "The only thing a business fully needs is a paying customer, not a big idea, not a fancy app, a real person who pays real money." We didn't start by building something cool. We started by finding a real problem that real lawyers have every single day. So first, let me show you the market they work in. So legal tech is one of the biggest markets right now in the world, and they are paying over more than $35 billion. I believe it's around 46 to $51 billion market, and it is growing at an annual rate of 28.3%. Is one more thing: more than 70 to 90% of the lawyers are still using that basic system. They write contracts in Microsoft Word, they email files back and forth in 2026. McKinsey says over $35 billion is lost every year because of slow manual contract rate. That's a huge problem, and that's we saw the problem. So what is wrong today? So is time. One contract takes a lawyer about 7 to 8 hours, not because the legal part is hard, because they waste time copy pasting from and formatting in Word. Second problem is version chaos. Lawyers end up with file names like this agreement is final, this one is agreement is final, emails going back and forth. And the third point is security. Lawyers email private client documents with no protection, no encryption, no passwords, and one data breach, and the whole firm is gone. And then we have lost money. Every hour a lawyer spends on the admin work is an hour they can change, and they are wasting over $82,000 per year every year. So let's see what ClausePilot does. So what do we do about it? ClausePilot is an AI tool for lawyers. It helps them write contract faster, share them safely, and store them in one place. Right now, lawyers write in Word, email files back and forth, save things in random folders. One contract takes about 7 to 8 hours. With ClausePilot, they write, share, and save everything in one place. One contract takes about 90 minutes. That's it. It was taking about 7 to 8 hours. Now it only takes 90 minutes. So what makes us different? Our AI is trained on real legal contract templates. Some tools have AI, some tools have templates. Nobody has both. That's what makes us special. So first, let's see how it works. So we have the step one, that is the lawyer logs in and search for the type of contract they need. It takes only 2 seconds. They pick a template. Our AI fills in the details based on the client's industry automatically, and they can do it also manually. The AI suggests the right clause from our library. This alone cuts drafting time in half, and the lawyer checks everything and makes their final changes. They are still the experts. And then we have, instead of emailing a file, they send the client a safe link, no more messy inboxes. Once it's signed, the document saves itself automatically, nothing to file manually. And that's it. It takes only 90 minutes. Now we have, why is Clause Pilot an innovation driven enterprise? So MIT has a checklist for businesses that can grow globally. Let me run you through it quickly. First of all, is it a global market? Yes, it is. Every country needs lawyer, every business needs contracts. Can it scale without huge cost? Yes, it does. It's software serving 10,000 firm cost, barely more than serving 1,000. Does it get stronger with more users? Yes, it does. More users means more pilots, more templates, which makes the AI smarter. Does it need real investment? Yes, it does. Security and compliance needs capital. All right, now we have, can the team work from anywhere? Yes, our team can work from remote. Does it use existing knowledge? Yes, it does. Contract law already exists. We just build the software on top. ClausePilot checks every boxes. Now let me introduce you to the customers who are our customers. Okay, so MIT says the biggest mistake a startup can make is trying to sell to everyone. When you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. So we picked one specific type of customer and went deep. First, we wrote down every kind of person who might want Clause Pilot with no judgment at all. Solo lawyers working from home, small firms with 2 to 10 lawyers, medium firms with 10 to 50, large firms with 100 or more lawyers. So MIT says write them all down first, don't filter yet, then apply your area. Okay, we ran every single group through 7 questions. Do they have money to spend? If no, no business. Can we reach them directly? Their problem bad enough that they will actually pay to fix it? Can we give them everything they need today? Is there already a strong competitor blocking a door? If we win here, can we move to another market next? Does this feel right to our team? Yes, it does. One group passed all 7. Let me show you which one. So first is what why we selected a beachhead market. Okay, think of it like a military landing. You don't attack the whole beach at once. You pick one small spot, take it completely, then move forward to the other one. Our starting point was the small U.S. law firms, which were operating between 2 to 10 lawyers. First, they have money. Large and small firms charge $200 to $400 an hour. They can afford good tools. The second is we can reach them easily. So we met Jennifer Park. She's 34 and she is a junior partner at a small law firm in Austin, Texas. She charges about $270 an hour. What does she value? Getting things done right, fast, and with a good reputation. She won't buy a new tool unless she can barely see it saves her time and money. Here is what Jennifer is using right now before ClausePilot. Microsoft Word. She wastes every hour, every week on formatting. Outlook email. Her inbox is full of old contract versions with no order. That's her toolkit. It's costing her days every month. Okay, now let's see how big is the market. There are about 200,000 small US law firms in our starting market. Each firm has about 4 lawyers on average. That's about 800,000 possible users. At $600 per person per year, that's a $480 million market annually. Even every feature we build goes through one test. Does this save Jennifer time? Yes, it does. We build it. No, we skip it. Then we have pricing test. Would her boss agree to pay $59 per person per month? Yes. Feature test. Would Jennifer use this every single day? Only then does it ship. So now we have the step 6, the full life cycle use case of Jennifer. All right, let's start with that. MIT teaches us that don't just think about how someone uses your product, think about their role, their journey from the moment they first hear about you, the moment they tell a friend. That journey has 9 steps: find out, acquire, install, use, see the value, pay, get support, buy more, and tell others. The number that drives every single one of those steps: before ClausePilot, one contract, 7 to 8 hours; after ClausePilot, 90 minutes, 80% faster. That makes her cutting from 7 to 8 hours into 90 minutes, about 80 to 90%. Okay, now we have step number 7, what is in the product. MIT says create a clear, simple picture of the product, something Jennifer can look at and immediately say, yes, I need this. ClausePilot has 6 main parts: the dashboard that will show her recent contracts, what's happening, and quick buttons to start work. The template library, 10 types of contracts, AI fills in automatically. And then we have the document editor. She can write, get AI suggestions, and track all changes. And then we have a sharing panel, send a safe link to the client. They leave comments in one place, the firm vault, all documents save automatically. You can search easily and see the full history. And the most important thing to remember here is Jennifer doesn't buy features. She buys the outcomes. Our message is never AI clause suggestions. Our message is finish contracts in half the time. That's what she cares about. And now we have the step number 8, quantifying why the clause pilot worked to Jennifer. MIT says put a real number on your value. No vague words, a real number. Here is our ClausePilot saves Jennifer about 6 hours per contract. She does about 50 contracts a year. That's about 300 hours saved every year. At $275 an hour, that makes about $82,500 of time saved per lawyer per year. That's a very big number. And now ClausePilot costs about $600 per year per person. So we create about $82,500 in value, and when we take back about $600 of it, that is less than 1%. We take less than 1%. Jennifer keeps 99%. When the numbers are this clear, Jennifer doesn't need to be convinced. The math convinced her. All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Arun. So we know exactly who Jennifer is. Now the big question, what can we actually do for her? We picked up the phone calls and called real small firms in Texas. Now 9 out of 10 conversations were moving forward. That means we are on the right track of what we have even launched. Now let me walk you through exactly what we do for the customers. Starting from step 9, which is all about naming real people at real firms. We have Sarah Wilson at Wilson Legal in Austin, who booked a demo. David Chang at Chang and Associates in Austin, who's very interested. Anita Patel at Patel Legal in Plano, who already signed a letter, who told us that he would be very interested in our product. So now we are moving to the next step where we are just defining our core, a single core. Now MIT asks one specific question. What is the one thing you can do better than anyone else does? So the basic thing that we can do is that our AI is trained on real verified legal contract templates. Why is this special? Because nobody else has both. Some tools have AI like ChatGPT, but their output isn't trained on real legal templates. So lawyers can't trust it for real client work. Some tools have templates, but no AI on top. So why does it matter for Jennifer? Because Jennifer wants a fastest path that saves her time and trust for her results. And it grows because every contract lawyer who writes on ClausePilot makes AI smarter. More user makes the product better. So the next we will just go through the competitive position where we will just go through the biggest needs of Jennifer. That's speed and trust. Like Word and email in the past were slow and their trust score was low. For ChatGPT, it was fast, but it created hallucinations and it was not good and trustworthy for legal documents. And for all legal software, they were reliable, but they were not. They were slow and they were painful for our contractors or for our legal departments. So ClausePilot, it stands in the top right priority of the competitive position chart, which is fast and trustworthy. So the next step, we will go through the 5 people in the decision who are already involved in every product. There are only end user, the lawyers and the assistants. Next is the managing partner. Next is IT, and last and the most important one, the senior founding partner. So these are the 5 people who have 5 different conversations. So we have to handle each of them very carefully. Next step is how can we map the process to acquire a paying customer. We are moving towards step 13. Here are the exact 10-step process Jennifer goes through the sales funnel. She feels the 8-hour contract pain every day. Then she searches online for contract tools for lawyers. After that, she finds ClausePilot and books a demo. We show her the product, she sees the before and after, she immediately gets it. Then Jennifer presents it to her managing director. The managing director asks for a price quote. Then their IT team reviews our security. We send documentation before they even ask. Then we talk about the price, terms, and start date. After that, the managing director signs the yearly contract or maybe monthly contract. And the last one, Jennifer and the team get set up in one session. So these are the 10 clear steps. But now we will just go through how long does this take. Based on real conversation and 3 timelines, the number one is the fastest, second is typical, and third is slowest. Fastest is basically for 2 weeks. Whereas typical timeline based on 4 to 6 weeks, and the last one slowest is based on 10 to 12 weeks. Now we will just move towards step 14, that is calculation of time sizes. So basically MI2 rule for growing is change only one variable at a time. So our map starts with small US firms that is around $480 million, then the solo lawyers, then medium firms, then UK, Canada, Australia, then France, Spain, and the rest of the world. So now we are moving to the next theme. How do we change? We already looked at four ways to change. One big payment upfront? No. Lawyers prefer monthly. Charge per use? No. We want them to use it as much as possible. Free to start? No. Lawyers don't trust free tools for important documents. Ads? No, definitely no. Wrong for a private legal tool. We choose a subscription, monthly or yearly. Predictable income, and it fits the how lawyer already pay for softwares. We require a yearly contract so we can plan ahead. The price will be $59 per user per month. Next will be how are we going to set our pricing framework. So we will just pass it through the six tests. We will create $82,500 in value, charge $600 in a year, less than 1%. If it's a easy yes, then the managing partners have about $5,000 a year for tools. Then small firms watch every dollar, but they buy things that clearly save money. We start low and raise prices. The next one is where our AI plus templates combo is unique. We can change more than generic tools. Fifth one is basically the biggest competitors charge $79. We charge 59 to be easier to try first. And the last one, we are new, so we make it low risk and at a lower price. So now we are going to cover step 17, lifetime value, on how much is one customer worth over time. So at an average firm consists of 5 people who are using the tool. At $59 each per month, that's around $295 a month. Per year, it could cost $3,540, and after our costs, it would profit us for $2,655 per year per firm. Whereas B2B software companies keep customers for about 5 years on average. 5 years times means $2,655. That would cost lifetime value of $13,725. Now, basically, we will map our sale process of how we'll acquire a paying customer. We will sell our product at different stages. So, for the months 0 to 6 months, we will do everything ourselves. We will call people, attend conferences, give demos, where our basic goal would be to attain first 10 paying customers. The next would be 6 to 18 months duration, where we'll hire a small sales team who will put content online, blog posts, LinkedIn, Google Ads, where would our goal would be 100 paying customers. And for the last 18 months and beyond, the product makes itself. Lawyers refer lawyers, self-serve sign up, partnerships, and our goal would be 1,000 customers. Next, we would go through COCA, the cost of customer acquisition calculation. That means how does it cost to acquire a customer? So the cost that would be required for a customer acquisition for our product would be $60,000 in founder time, $48,000 for a marketing person, $42,000 for Google and LinkedIn ads, 18,000 for legal conferences, 12,000 for content, and lastly 6,000 for software tools. So this overall sum ups to $186,000. So we expect 40 customers in year one. So if we are just dividing the total cost of $186,000 divided by 40, which equals to $4,650 per customer. So the key ratio between customer value and the cost of acquisition would be 13,275, which would be divided by 4,650. That's equal to 2.85, and that's good for year one. But by year three, That cost drops to around $1,500 per customer, and the ratio goes above 4. And that's the MIT target. The more we grow, the better the numbers get. So now Vakas, show them how we build the product, prove it works, and how we scale up.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammad Roshan Idris. This part is about being honest with ourselves. Before we build anything expensive, we write down every big assumption we are making. And we test it cheaply first. Then we build the smallest version that prove the whole business works. Let me walk you through them. MIT makes you list every big assumption your business depends on and admit that if any one of them is wrong, the business could fail. Assumption 1. Lawyer will pay $59 per person per month. If we are wrong, no money come in business is over immediately. Assumption 2. Lawyer will trust AI for real contract drafting. If we are wrong, nobody use the product, it become useless. Assumption 3. The managing partner control the budget. If we are wrong, we have been taking to the person that whole time and lost months. Assumption 4. We can handle security concerns with the right document. If we are wrong, IT block every single sale. Assumption 5. Our cost to get a customer is about $4,650. If we are way off, the business wouldn't make sense financially. Assumption 6. A typical scale takes 4 to 6 weeks. If it's actually 3 months, we run out of money before we close our first 10 customers. 6 big things that could go wrong. MIT advises test them all before you spend a lot of money building things. MIT rules test your idea with small amount of money before you spend big money building them. Test one. Will lawyers pay? We made a simple website with three price options: 49, 59, and $79. We run Google ads to it. We measure which price got to the sign up, cost $2,000 times 2 weeks. Test two. Will lawyer trust the AI? We showed 15 real lawyers a demo with AI suggestions and asked, would you use this every day for real work? Cost $0 time 1 week. Test 3. Who controlled the money? We called 30 managing partners and asked, who at your firm decide which software to buy for cost $0 and time for 1 week? Test 4. Will security stops up? We showed 15 managing partners our safety plan and asked, is this good enough for your IT requirements for cost $0 and time for 1 week? Test 4. $2,000 total. We get real answer before we write a single line of real code. That's it. Small way to build a business. Most people build an MVP, minimum viable product. MIT say go further. Build an MVP, minimum viable business product. Test the whole thing. Can we build it, sell it, support it, get paid? Our first version has four things: 10 contract type, a simple web editor, secure storage, user account for up to 5 people. What we skip for now: word adding, report, e-signatures, phone app, or letter. Success target: 10 paying customers at $59 per person per month within 3 months. Hit it. Business works is miss it. Pivot before wasting millions. Now, final test. Do we actually use our own product? If we would not, Jennifer would not either. We have our 4 week plan. Week 1. Team write 3 internal legal docs using only ClausePilot. No word, no email. Week 2. Write 3 real contracts for real vendor and target is under 2 hours each. Week 3. Give 2 lawyers, friends, free access. They finish 5 contracts, each with zero help for us. And lastly, week 4, collect feedback, top 5 fixes before launch. Passing criteria will be 10 real contracts, all under 2 hours, using only ClausePilot. If we cannot, then we do not sell to Jennifer. Next, we have the product roadmap. Don't build features for market you have not entered yet. Phase 1. Now basic version for small US firms. Phase 2. That will be the 6 month which includes AI suggestion, teamwork, word and added. Phase 3, that will be 12-month, which includes integration, e-signatures, reports for bigger firms. Phase 4, that's which will be 18 months, which includes translate for UK, Canada, and Australia. Phase 5, that will be 24 months, which include full version for Germany, France, Spain, and the rest of the world. 2 years, every feature tied to a real customer group.
Alright, everyone, so to wrap it up, the legal industry is over $1 trillion of market. AI is just starting to change it. The window is open right now for us, and ClausePilot is built on its own. We have a clear customer, a clear product, with a clear path of over $3 billion of a market. This is not just an idea, this is a real business built on real numbers, real framework, and real customers. If you have any questions, thoughts, or feedback, please drop them in the comment below. We would love to hear what you think. And if you found this valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much and have a nice day.